Hello everyone! Hi! Let me just put these on, see if the capture is on. Yes! Beautiful! Hello guys! Happy Friday! How are you all today? So beautiful seeing you here. Hi Luna! And Anna, thank you so much for subscribing and welcome. It's beautiful seeing you here, my darling. Darling, I call you darling today, Anna. I feel like calling you darling. Hello, everybody. How is your Friday going? Sprite, hello. Welcome, dear. Hello. You're sleepy? I've been too today, I can tell you. It has been an absolutely wonderful week, but it has been my first week back, so to say. So yeah, I've been a bit tired too, but I love coming back here and being with you guys. And look who's with us today, peeking through. Hello, Kino. He was with on the healing I did earlier today, and it was so fun because the person that was receiving the healing were a little bit hesitant in their energy because it's new for them. So we needed to go in a bit subtle, a bit gentle, and just meet the energy. And what was so fun was that Kuno joined in. So not in the very beginning, but after maybe 10 minutes or so, he joined in, and he came in with this wonderful, playful energy. And he first wanted to, because I work with water, in pouring water into a bowl to create a space for myself where I can focus. And he started off by drinking from that bowl, and I thought, is this a good thing? Is it interrupting the energy? Or maybe it is a really good thing because it's adding to the energy. And this person that I was working with, they are also very much, they see themselves be very close to cats. So I could understand why this was happening. But then at the end of the healing, Kuno was running all over. And he attacked everything, and he actually scraped the wall because he had something on the other side of the wallpaper. So he scraped the wallpaper and he was running, running wild. So it was a little bit of a special healing, but it was wonderful. But yeah. So yeah, that was fun. So for today, I have been asked to do a healing for Emma. So when she turns up, we will be doing that healing. And otherwise, the queue is open as always. There are some people pending. I'm still doing all of this manually, but it will be good. It will be good. We'll do all of this together. Lou always wanted to help. Yeah, it's so fascinating because they really come in with the energy that is needed or that can be helpful in the situation. And so especially for, because usually it's Mickey, our other cat, who joins in and just stay a bit in his own distance and just sleep through it, but adding that beautiful energy to the room. But it was so interesting having Kuno come in, who is more playful in his energy, and especially today, he was very, very playful, and come into this when the person on the other end of it, so to speak, is a bit hesitant and feel a bit uncomfortable, but loves cats. So it really makes sense, and it's so, so wonderful. It's so beautiful. And that is one thing of what I love with working from home, is that we have our assistants, our friends with us. Yeah, it's so beautiful. And before we start, I have a little something to say. This will look a bit different today because the lid broke. It broke really good though, just one piece. so I will stick it back together. But for today, there will be no lid on this little friend of ours. I actually want to show you guys. I want to show you how perfectly it broke. Look at this. It went on the floor and it broke, but look at this. This was all that happened. And it's perfect. It's a perfect shape. That's really interesting. But it's probably also how it's been made. So I will stick that back together. But for today, this will rest. I have this feeling like I want to cry, and it will take some time to decipher it, but I think I just feel so full. I love my friends. You guys make me feel really safe, and I value that so much. There was a little something coming in, and my guides asked me to. They had me consider even starting the stream with this, but I want to bring it up, and it is towards you, Anna, but it's also the theme of today. And it's this one. So you can't quite see, but on the bottom here it says tusen tack, which means 1,000 thank you. Sometimes we just need to relax, sit back and enjoy what life gives us, and just be grateful for where we are right now. And so it tied together so beautifully with what you said, Anna. 1,000 thank you. And then it's just relaxing. Yeah. Hello, Paga. That's the theme for today. So that is for you, Anna. Just enjoy. Just sit back and enjoy, right? Here's just this little frog. You can see him. So he will be right here. We put Plonkin down right here today. Hello, Snooze. Hello, dear. So, shall we begin? I'm thinking to just do the healings and the energy readings today, and then just talk and have a little bit of fun. But I saw Sprite PNG. You are first in queue. I'm just gonna double check. Yeah. What would you like today, my friend? Would you like a reading, a healing, general, or specific? How do you feel? The other day, Saka LD Healing. I love that channel. I love his energy. I've not seen him too much, but I think I actually only been there once or twice, but I love the energy. He told me that a deity of generosity wants to work with me. It's funny that gratitude came through for me in particular. Yeah, there's a deity that wants my attention. And you know what that deity is connected to? Right here. Because you've been asking so many questions, and you just want, you're not looking for an answer per se, you're just looking for a way forward. And now you're starting to realize that actually the way forward is where I am right now. And to accept that and appreciate it and be grateful for who you are and where you are. That is your way to push yourself forward. A reading? Yeah, so a general one, Sprite. That works perfectly. This is interesting. Okay. So Sprite, we're gonna lean into this in a gentle way. This is the first reading of the evening. And I want to work a little bit with you in this. I want to have an open conversation with you, Sprites. At least going into it. Does that feel okay with you? Because I feel we want to activate you a little bit. So beautiful. I'm gonna work with a candle as well. But the first thing I see with you, and this is something that they just want to put out there, because I see a classroom. I see a classroom, and then I see the image of a classroom, and I see you jumping around into different characters of this classroom. So I see you being the one with your hand raised high, and I see you being the teacher trying to understand if it's the right time for that student to talk, or maybe we should talk to this student, and that student is sitting very, very quiet and is being very please don't see me, and then you jump into that. So I feel you have a tendency of jumping spirit, meaning that you're an observer, but you are an empathic observer. So it's almost, we're having fun today. Okay, so you're writing, and it's going to be very, very, very metaphorical, but I think you enjoy that too, because you like to think. And so it's interesting how you jump between these characters, and what they're talking to me about today is the importance of starting to ground yourself and setting your own roots in your own story. And I know that many here can resonate with this, and it's following up on the theme here, the theme of today, and also the theme of the people around you, because we are talking about how you are so observant in your energy, and how you play with the idea of seeing things from different perspectives, but what you do is also playing with the idea of being that person, seeing it from that perspective. So it's almost like you jump into someone else to shield away a little bit from yourself. I'm going to use a candle for you. What is this telling you? What is this? How do you feel about this, Sprite? Because they are asking me to work directly with you. They are challenging you to have the space where we can actually talk, because you think so much, you have so many thoughts, and you're so observant, and you're so chameleon-like, but not in yourself, but taking on different parts, from trying to understand or see the world from different perspectives. What has this made you think of, Sprite, sorry. Spirit. Okay. So I see a relationship here. I see. You think you're quite a chameleon, like that's for sure. But I see a relationship here, and they're not telling me exactly what it is, but I see it as being for me, what comes through is a younger sister, a baby sister. I'm not sure it is actually a sister, but that relationship is coming through, and it has to do with wanting to take care of people and not really being able to live up to it. So you search for different positions that can help you do so, but you're limiting yourself, or you're not limiting yourself, but I just feel this kind of feeling like you can find that achievement not having to go the scholarship way. And it feels like you want to be there for this individual, which can represent just a personality trait of yours. But I really feel there is someone or something that you care deeply for and that you want to be able to help, but you don't really know how to do it. And when it comes to taking the educational side of things to gain knowledge from there, you would prefer to go a different direction and find knowledge from the strength within you. And I think this is what had that part activate for you, where you would start to see things from different people's perspectives and jump around in different energetic bodies to try to gain knowledge in how to help who is family to you. I feel it's a general conception. I feel it's not just one person, but it feels, the emotion towards it feels like a baby sister. So you really just want to take care of. I think it's a situation, but it definitely has to do with your soul family, and you want to be able to take care of this. It could even be yourself in a way, but it's something that you feel very much, I want to help, and then you're not sure how to do so, and you see yourself needing more knowledge. So I think that you jumping around into different energetic bodies is for you to find yourself being worthy enough to just be you. So I think that it is part of you trying to achieve who you wish to be by pushing it forward and saying, one day I can do this. But then you also hold yourself back in that way, because one day will never come, because it will always be one day. And what we are telling you and what they talk about in the situation of the classroom is that it's time to see it from realizing that this is the dollhouse in how you have been hiding yourself. And we need to go back to who is looking over this and realizing who you are in this, and that your story matters. Because you've taken on the responsibility to help, but you've also taken on the justification in never being able to help, to always push it forward. And it could just be the world in general, but you want to make a difference, as so many can resonate with. But it feels in this emotion of wanting to take care of, feeling you have to, but never being enough in doing so, and therefore you push it forward, you push it in front of yourself. So what they're saying is that if we could see it from a different perspective, I think you have a lot of different creative pursuits, and I feel a bit scattered a lot of the time. It's just something, I feel there's something you want to take care of, something you want to embrace and hold, and that you're not letting yourself do so. And that could be your own inner child as well, because they're not showing me what it is. But I think it would be a good thing to maybe think about it, because what we're talking about is coming in and realizing that instead of jumping in the energetic space to try to find knowledge, realizing what we can do with this, in realizing who it is that is receiving all of this, which is you yourself. And also taking responsibility in this, and coming to an agreement with yourself what you want to do with all this. So if it's research you're doing, you should also put it down to paper and actually do something about it, just as you say that you have so many different pursuits. But I think this goes deeper as well. I think it's a way you're doing to try to find yourself. So you have to realize, why is it that you do this? Or to see the different perspectives in you and not just the different perspectives around you. So what I would do, let me see. Yeah, I think it's just time to make an agreement with yourself that what it is that you actually want to do, because time is moving. It's right here and right now. And it's a beautiful, absolutely amazing ability that you have, part of your personality in doing this. But you need to use it, and not just use it to have the time take on, but to actually use it for yourself. And that is the only push I feel today that you need, is to sit down and make a list. I'm being boring, I know, but to sit down and make a list and see, what is it actually that I want to do? What is it that I want to put my energy into? Because when you have different pursuits, when you have different things you want to do, you focus on one at a time. And when another part of another pursuit comes in, love list comes in, what you have to do, because now you change focus, and you're still trying to be still here where you are, but you shift focus into this part, but you can't focus on that because you're here. And so you end up somewhere in the middle, feeling you can't really focus on either, which actually leads you to a third one. And then it just goes on and on. And what is so important to realize is that all of these can be alive at the same time. So if you focus on one thing and you give that a separate time in your schedule, this is for this little pursuit, this is for this project, and when something else comes in, don't push it aside, but give it a little note and put it down and say, now with just one word or one sentence, I've seen you, you are here. I know you and you are beautiful, but I'm focusing on this now. Because then when the next project has its own part in the schedule and you sit down with that project, you have these little notes. And the ones you can't remember, you don't remember. But the ones that you do remember, you've paid attention to and show that appreciation to. So it's simply about structuring this up and not putting things aside, but giving each and every little thing its own separate time and its own hug of love. It really is just that. But it is interesting with this picture of the classroom, because that is what I see. So maybe take that with you, because we don't have much else to talk about today. It's simply this little push of using this that you have. And also don't be afraid with the emotion connected to it, but simply feel who you are, because no one knows you better than yourself. And you have everything under control in your own control chaos. And let it be that. But structure it up, because that is how it makes sense to you. But don't feel you have to push some things aside, some things out of the schedule. If they will leave on their own natural accord. But the more we push it out, the more it will want to come back in, the more it will fight and yell. And if we can structure everything up, and if we feel proud of what we have, there won't be anything that we need to push aside. And that's what's so amazing with time, as you know. When we can give love to what we truly desire, it just seems that more time is given to us in being able to do and pursue what we want to. But don't forget the child inside who's still looking. Don't forget to let every part of why you do this shift be with. That is truly how I feel. Let me see if there is a... Oh, I see with the clustering, you should share your creativity as well. I will see if I have a little cat here. The reason being, I spoke with a dear friend of mine about an avatar that they would like to have. We take this little kitten. This will have to do. Come on, dear. Where it's a creative, beautiful cat holding a pencil and being over a project. And that's what I see for you too. And this for me tells me that, it's about sharing this and building it with others. Because it's also about realizing I am worthy enough to share my thoughts and ideas with others. And also to maybe when we share them, they can evolve. And then we give even more time to them. I think just realizing who you are and not being afraid of what comes up, because it's just perspectives. It's just perspectives, right? And you know them so well because you already jump around and look for different perspectives. The same goes for what is inside. And to share what you love to do and to share it also with yourself, with plunking these little notes down. And also with others, and just let it grow together.